Hi friends and family, it's Maud here again, and welcome to part 2 of my Yoga for Joy series. If you've just come to this class and you didn't take the first part, that's okay. Just know that this is part of a series. So there are 3 other classes out there that I aim to cultivate joy, or if you already have that feeling of joy, to retain it and to stay joyful. And so for this class, we don't really need a prompt, but if you have any of these, feel free to grab them and make sure they're within your arm's reach, the block, the strap, a blanket or a bolster, whatever it is that you have. But we are going to start seated. So I, just for good practice, just like to sit on a blanket or a cushion above my hips. Underneath my hips, just to get that natural curvature of the lower spine. So close the eyes. Just let your hands rest on your thighs for now. And even as your eyes are closed, or maybe your eyelids are heavy and you're just sort of looking at the floor, I want you to focus on 2 very important muscles in the face, and that is the corners of your mouth. And I've talked about this in my other classes, but those are very important muscles because we are going to start and end class there. So do whatever you can to cultivate this smiling shape in your face. Whether you feel joyful or not, just get to that place where everything's okay. And it may not be bliss or delight, but everything's good. You feel joy. You've accomplished something. You want to share that emotion. And you take a deep breath. You exhale it out with a smile. Ha! Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. One more time, just like that. Inhale in. Exhale it out. And then just get the palms together at heart center, thumbs touching your chest. And then sort of open your chest towards your hands. So you sit a little bit upright. And I talk about this in my other classes, how joy is such an expansive emotion. When you feel joy, you are at your most selfless. You just want to tell somebody. You want to reach out to people, tell them about it, or you want to spread the word of joy. And so now, even with your palms together and our chest is open, feel like you're beaming some positive vibes, some positive energy outward. Like you could just burst with joy. And even if you're not, get to your happy place and pretend that that's where you are. Keep the breath going. Deep inhale in. With the smile, exhale it out. Beautiful. Lift your head up. Blink your eyes open. Plant your left hand down. And inhale, lift your right arm up. And then exhale, bend towards the left, dropping your right hip down. Deep bend in the left elbow if you want. Inhale, rise with the right arm. Exhale, plant it down. Inhale, left arm lifts. Exhale, go the other way. Left hip is down. Feel expansive in the chest as we just go through these motions right here. Keeping an open chest may be a physical experience, but you can also make it a highly emotional one. And so when we reach our arms out in these lateral bends, pretend you're reaching out to somebody and you're just telling them just how great things are, how great you feel, how joyful you may feel. Or you may reach out to them and send them some joy because they need it. Whichever place in the joy spectrum you are, just get to a happy place, a place that reminds you that everything is okay. One more time, left and right. Beautiful. Come into a quadruped or hands and knees, and you can set any of the props aside that you used for that. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Make sure there's space between the legs. Zip up your belly first. Spread your fingers, and then as you inhale, drop the belly, lift the tailbone, open chest, lift your gaze. And as you exhale, you go the other way. You round the spine, you tuck your tailbone, you concave your chest, and you drop your head. Inhale, cow this pose, drop belly. Lift your head up. Exhale, round spine, cat this pose. Do a couple more times. And if you hadn't noticed, I'm wearing my bright colors, right? My bright color pants. Sometimes when days are not that joyful, you do whatever you can to remind yourselves of that joy. And it could be a color, it could be an object, a moment that you want to remember, a show on TV, a song, anything. One more time, cow this pose. And then slowly come back to center. So what I want you guys here to do is to tuck your tailbone in the back. Tuck your toes in the back rather. Send your hips back. Walk your hands towards your knees. And we're going to do the same cat-cow, but we're going to be in this shape. So as you inhale, open the heart, lift your chin up. Feel the joy, feel the positive energy. Exhale, round the spine this direction. Look towards your chest. About 3 more. I'm not going to be cueing a lot of alignment today because what's important for me is the feeling of joy that I want you guys to really sort of tap in and hone in. Just feel victorious that way. One more time. Arch the spine, look up. And then exhale around. Beautiful. Walk your hands back to your quadruped, tuck the toes in the back and lift the hips up into a downward facing dog. Let's pedal the legs one leg at a time. Remembering in that down dog, you're making a letter A shape. Lengthen the spine. Your tailbone is the top of that letter A. And if the legs aren't quite ready today, just keep them slightly bent as long as your spine is long. Feel free to lift your heels off of the mat. Strong shoulders, drop your head. Hands are at least as wide as your shoulders. Legs are at least as wide as your hips, which means they could be wider. Once you're done pedaling, come to center. Lift your lower belly back and up. Inhale in your down dog. And then exhale. Inhale to plank. Tailbone towards the heels. Activate the legs. Exhale, knees down. Tap the chest down. Elbows bend to the back. Push yourselves up on an exhale. Inhale, downward facing dog. Let's do that one more time. Inhale to plank. Zip everything towards the midline. Exhale, drop the knees down, drop the chest down. Inhale, push up, lift the knees up, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, plant it between the palms and slowly come up into a square lunge. And by square lunge, I mean we're not getting into a deep lunge right here. We're just sort of right here in this more upright lunge. I want you guys to make circles with your arms. And really feel free to just open that chest. Maybe even if the ribs want to just splay out, let them splay out. Feel this joy, this good feeling. And do 4 circles right here. 3, 2, last one. Left hand on the heart, right hand opens up to the side. Imagine you're sending good vibration, good energy from your heart to somebody else. Reach out. Send your left elbow outside the right thigh. You can go prayer to prayer or fist on palm, and then lift your left knee up. Make your necessary adjustments. You can heel toe the back toes a little farther from your right heel. And then ring the body, twist the upper body towards the right with a smile. We'll smile through the effort here, guys. Find ease in the effort. Inhale. As you exhale, drop the palms, turn towards the left side of your mat. Hands underneath the face and just bend the legs left and right. Side lunge. Feeling some opening sensation on the inside of the thighs, the groin. I'm not facing you. I apologize. Send the hips back 2 more times on each side. And then walk the hands towards your left foot. Palm the mat. And then inhale into your downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees down, chest down, elbows bent to the back. Exhale, push up, knees up, downward facing dog. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, plank. Zip everything up. Exhale, knees down, tap the chest down. Exhale, push up, knees up, downward facing dog. Let's lift the other leg this time. Inhale, 3-legged dog on that left leg. Exhale, plant it through between the palms. And then come up into your square lunge on this side. There's like a 90 degree angle. But like I said, I'm not going to cue a lot of alignment. Open up the arms. Whew. Keep the lower body solid, strong, grounded, stable. So that the upper body can just dance and just feel good. I may have failed to mention this at the start of class, but if you want to put some music on, put some music on. Whatever makes you feel alive, awake, joyful. 2 more circles. 2 and 1. Right hand on your heart. Left arm stretches behind you. Send those vibrations, energy towards somebody else. And then your right elbow outside the left thigh. Fist to palm or prayer. Lift the right knee off. Make your necessary adjustments with your right foot. Maybe you want to slide it back a little bit. And then ring the body to the left side. Big inhale here. Send your left hip back and up. Exhale. Beautiful. Plant the palms. Step back into your downward facing dog. 1 breath right here. Lengthen spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it between the palms. And slowly come up into an Appanasana, which means the left knee is in front of the left hip. Arms forward. On the next inhale, field goal shape with the arms, and then open up the left knee to the side. Find your balance with that right leg. Next, inhale, airplane this pose. So it's like a warrior 3 with the arms behind you. Keep a soft bend in that standing leg. Feel free to plant the palms if that's what you want. 1 more time. Inhale, Appanasana, stork pose. Arms forward, left knee forward. Field goal shape, open the left hip. Inhale. Feel joyful, feel capable. Next shape, airplane, warrior 3. Inhale here. As you exhale, plant the palms. Step your right foot on top of the left, side plank. If you want to stack the feet, that's fine, or right foot is forward, or you can get your left knee down. Whichever one is comfortable to you, side plank. Inhale here. As you exhale, step the right foot back, wild thing. Woo. Inhale. Plant the right palm down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big inhale here. Exhale, smile it through. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, plant between the palms. Find your balance and come into a stork pose. Right knee this time, right leg. Arms forward, right knee forward. Sit your right hip down. Zip your belly in. Inhale, field goal shape with the arms open, the right hip and the right knee. Next breath, warrior 3 or airplane. Arms back, right leg back. Find balance in that standing leg. One more time. Inhale, stork pose. Arms in the front, rather. Field goal shape. Right knee to the side. Next breath, airplane, warrior 3. If you're falling, let it go. Don't be too attached to perfection. None exist. And then slowly plant the palms. Step your right foot back and then stack your left foot on top of the right if you want that to be your side plank. Or it can be forward, or like I said, right knee can be down as well. Find your side plank variation. Feel the engagement in the obliques here. Step the left foot back. Inhale, wild thing. Exhale, plant the left palm. Come into downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees down, chest down. Exhale, push up, back to downward facing dog. Close the eyes. Let that smile remain in your face. Inhale. And then exhale. Beautiful. Send your left foot towards the midline of your mat and then cross your right foot in front of the left and to the side. And then left crosses over. And you just let the hips sway as the feet are getting closer and closer towards the top of the mat. Cross it. Feel sassy. One more time. Step it through. When the left foot is in front of the right, inhale up. Interlace fingers together. Release the index finger across the thumbs. And then lateral bend to the left side. Zip up the belly. Tailbone down towards the mat. Feel expansive, guys. Remember, you're expanding your energy towards somebody else. And then come to center. Interlace your fingers in the back. Step your right foot back. Come into a straddle. I'm facing away from you. Tailbone directed towards the mat. Knees are out poking to the side. Elbows to the side. And just find some nice lateral bends right here. Actions of joy come easy when there's an emotion around joy as well. 3 more on each side. Breathe. Still solid in the legs. And then come to center. Direct your toes to face forward. Soften at the knees. Keep your hands interlaced behind the head. And just start to wave and sway left and right. Upper body's down towards the mat. Maybe your bangs or your hair, like mine, is touching the mat. Maybe not. Depends how open the back body is. 2 more sways left and right. And slowly release the hands. Walk towards your right foot. Come back into downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Release it out. This time, right foot gets to the midline of your mat. And then cross the left foot to the side. Be sassy. Feel this twist. Feel this in your hips. The outer edge of your feet, your toes. Relax your face. Maybe one more time. When the right foot is in front of the left, slowly come up. Interlace fingers, release the index finger. And lateral bend to the right side. Imagine that this heart that right now is so expanded, so open. You could send all that energy to multiple people from multiple places. That's how powerful your words and your feelings are. Inhale. And as you exhale, slowly release. Step the right foot back. Let's revisit that one more time. Find your straddle legs. Knees on top of ankles, tailbone down towards the mat. Interlace fingers behind you, and just dip left and right. With joy. Nothing about perfection or how things look, more about how things feel. About 3 more times on each side. Then stop in the middle, toes point forward, keeping the knees soft, dropping your upper body down. Hands remain behind the head. Swivel and sway, lengthen one leg at a time. Two more sways. Drop the hands, walk them towards your right foot. Come back into a downward facing dog. Lengthen the spine. Remember, that's the priority. Feel free to bend the legs if you want. This is our last down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Last time with joy. Inhale. And then exhale. Drop the knees. Child's pose. Knees away from each other, toes towards each other. Keep the hands where they are. Drop the forehead to something. Could be a cushion or a pillow or a blanket if the mat is too far. Drop the elbows down and just breathe. Close the eyes. Make a connection. Sync up the breath with your emotion, with your feeling. Be in a good place. No one can touch you. I like saying that. No one can touch me. Last breath right here. Exhale it out. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Gently push yourselves up. Plant your hands behind you. Keep your knees separated from each other. And the fingers may point to your hips. Open the chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. You can drop your head back if that's comfortable to you. Otherwise, stay here centered. Just beam your heart open. Send some nice energy from your heart space to somebody else or someplace else. Deep breath in and exhale. Slowly release. Have a seat, or you can just remain here in hips to heels pose or hero pose. Hands to heart center. Thumbs touching your chest. If you had a joyful high, use your breath to sort of cool you down. Thumbs touching your chest. Drop your head towards your hands. Say a line, say a word about how you feel and send it to somebody else. And pretend that they're actually able to receive the information. Engage the two most important muscles in the face, corners of the mouth. With a smile, everybody inhale. Exhale it out. Even if it makes you feel like an idiot. One more time. Inhale in. Exhale it out. Take a deeper bow. And thank yourselves for sharing your practice. Thank you guys for carving out time to feel some joy, to cultivate some joy, or retain some joy, whatever it was that you experienced in class. I hope you had a positive one. From my heart to yours, I hope you remain joyful. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Just know that this is part of a series, so feel free to take my other classes in the series as well. For now, please have a good time. Stay joyful. Bye.